try a project that I've never done before with this particular vehicle. We are going to replace the headlights and tail lights. As you can see, it's an 05, so you can see that they get all scratched and cloudy. I would imagine probably makes it a little hard for anybody to see. Go ahead and get a zoom up of those lights. Show them the rear tail lights too, if you would please. So today's mission is to put brand new lights in the front and rear. So let's get this party started and see what we're dealing with. Most of you know that I am a completely blind mechanic and you want to know how I do things, so let's see what we can do here. None of this has been rehearsed or staged, so let's see what's up here. I'm guessing there's going to be about 10 millimeters. Let's get that. And I'm gonna guess this one. It's gonna be my first guess. These lights, I believe, come from A1 Auto, and they seem to be a good company. I've bought and smoked tail lights from them for my Cadillac, so I decided to fix the old work truck up a little bit. It needs some love. I beat this thing pretty harder, so. Just one, and we got one bolt just below that. Kind of nice. These comes with brand new LED bulbs. So I get to put these pretty lights in here, but she still won't let me drive my own damn truck.
We wouldn't get very far.
I'd have fun trying.
Shortest trip of my life.
They'll let me fly an airplane, but won't let me drive a truck. Something seems really wrong with this picture, don't it? Alright, so we got these two bolts out. Drop those in the pocket so we don't lose them. Let's see what happens here. Alright, so we got to pull this clip off here, which is for the trim. I'm too lazy to go to the shop and get the proper tool, so we're just going to kind of see if we can pry this little clip out of here without ruining it. Not promising much, but we will see. There we go. She's coming out. There we go. A little more here. Come on, baby. There we go. And got it just like that. And I'm going to retain this push pin just in case we need it.
By retain, he means put in his pocket so he doesn't lose it.
That's true. Alright, he said I've never done this before, so I'm not promising anything. Okay, so a little persuasion. It does come out, but I swear they want you to disconnect the bumper. So we got these fancy dancy little clips here. They want you to unplug. Let's see. We'll start with this one first, I'm thinking. Told you this was a new project, y'all. Okay, there. That's one light. And, oops. Well, we don't care about this one, so here's what we really do at the shop. Just throw that thing down there. Then we gotta see how these little clips come off of here. Seriously.
Okay, there you go.
Alright, so we're going to put this bulb back in here because it did not come with the side marker light. So you just snap that back into the socket. And I always like to leave the protective plastic on a bit, but what I will do is peel it back just a little because it's a very, very tight fit. But we obviously don't want to scratch a new light. And like I said, the company I like to use is it's A1 Auto, and I will put a link at the bottom of this video for those of you who may want to use them for some of your auto parts. Okay, so let's go ahead and start putting this thing back in. So this one here is going to go in that hole just like so. In theory, of course. There we go. That one spins in just like that. Then you find your connector here for your headlight. Make sure the connectors are the same, and you always want to make sure it snaps in, and you cannot pull it back out. Sweet. So now we will take this pretty little light and start forcing it back in the hole. It is a very tricky fit. Got to make sure all these little clips and pins go back in the holes the way they're supposed to. Oops. Let's see. Oh, look at that baby. Oh, that's just so pretty. All right. So let's get a millimeter bolt in this top hole over here to kind of hold it in place a little bit. Oops. Let's see, it's going to go in that top hole over here. Just to kind of keep it from falling out. I suppose it'd be a pretty snazzy idea. And we'll put the second bolt in here just to kind of hold it. And now for the fun one. Underneath, between the bumper. And this bolt down here in the bottom, just so everybody knows, is an absolute pain in the rear end to get to, but it is what it is. We don't get to design them, we just get to fix them. So take your hand and come in here and come up between the bumper and the fascias. It is successfully in the hole. So then we find our ratchet, or I'm sorry, our extension, the socket, just like before. I'm underneath the light. Get it on here. Thanks.
Yep, it was behind you, so.
My handy assistance here. Supposed to. Alright, we got that one in there now. Let me steal my ratchet back because we have to very carefully. We'll come over here and tighten up these two so they can see.
You'll hold that
Oh.
right next to it. Like how
So
quality
there's your-
that is compared to the new one.
That's your comparison. Alright, so we're going to put this last clip back in here.
I just put it at the top.
And we'll put that there. And we'll put that there. And then I'm actually missing the clip, but I'll walk to the shop in a few minutes and get that top one in. But let's just move right over to the next one. We're going to repeat the same thing on the driver's side. Hopefully not the whole exact thing, because the first one was a bit of a learning experience. So this one should be a lot. Normally I'd use a 1/4" drive impact gun, but because this was my first time, I really wanted to do it the old school way. Alright, and just like before, we need to get out this push pin here. Somebody stole my screwdriver. I wonder who that would be. I wonder if that would be Ian.
There you go.
Because he's hanging around too, working on the Cadillac. He gets to work on the cool toys. I get stuck on the old Dodge. We'll just pull that pin out just like before. And we will come in behind it. There is a tool for this. I'm just too lazy to go get it out of my drawer, but for those of you who don't have that tool, you see that a screwdriver works just fine. And we need to actually pull it out because the headlights do come with the new seals. And now we get to go fight with the 10mm bolt underneath again. Welcome to my world. All right, let's see what we can do here. Maybe this side would be a little easier, a little more cooperative. That surely would be nice. Oh yeah, this time I can actually get in there like that. Look at it. It's a beautiful thing. Again, getting that 10mm bolt that's on the bottom of the headlight. If you're working on the passenger sides, it can be the bottom left, just between the bumper cover there. Let's see if I can get this bolt out without dropping it. Oh, look at that. The forces must be with me today. Look at that. And for those of you, again, who are wondering, I am 100% blind figuring this out. But just gonna carefully. Oops, we're a little caught into this. Sometimes they get caught in the bumper here a little bit, so you just kind of push down on it and swing it out. And just like before, we'll take the light socket out. We'll pull the light bulb out. No, we'll leave that light bulb right in there, actually. That's right. And we will unplug this headlight. Maybe. Oh, this one, the tab's not broke. So let me get in here with my handy dandy screwdriver, I'm thinking. Yeah, some days. Someday. Kind of just come in under here and lift that tab up a little bit. There we go. And that unplugs that. And you just throw it on the ground. Find it. So it'll look like a total.
Left hand. It's around there.
Oh, I think it's out already, actually. Yep. So this one's
came
missing.
out with this one.
Hmm?
That made it easy.
It came out with the.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. Where's that new headlight, y'all?
It is right here.
Thank you, sir. My fine professional dental assistant over there, Mr. Ian.
Dental assistant.
Sometimes you feel like sometimes you feel like a gynecologist because you're always tied up in this hole. Just saying. Hope you guys have a sense of humor, because this is the reality real shop. This isn't made for, might not be made for TV every day. And so then we got to pull off this little sticker. Put the sticker in the pocket. Don't throw your trash on the ground like a dirt bag. Alright, that'll go up in there just like, whoops, there we go. That'll go counterclockwise to lock it in place. And then we will figure out putting this new...
Did you put the other one tab together?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'm fast.
You clipped the second one together.
Hmm?
I said I didn't see you clip the second piece together.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but it's together.
The one that you had a...
Alright, so we'll just put, wait, there we go. Okay, let that just dangle there. And then we will put this bolt in here to hold this light in place. Let's see. I do say at one point in time, I believe this truck was in an accident before I took pulling oversized trailers. Yeah, I mean, I whore this truck out every day. It's been pretty reliable. So now we'll go for this bottom bolt, of course. Thank you. Let's see, because we know it's recording. All right. We'll tighten up this bottom bolt here. This is why we leave the plastic on the new light. tight. And we'll come over here and we'll tighten these ones up. Put that push pin back in the top of this stripping here. Okay, I'm gonna go to that hole there, and that will go right like so. I have to go to the shop and get a pin for the top too, but the lights are in. If you want to get a nice shot of that.
I'm gonna hold the old one up next to it too.
Hmm?
Hold the old one up next
for
to it
display
too.
purposes?
Yeah, just to show the difference of that one wasn't as bad as the driver's side. I already got that one. But there we go. All done.
And now we will move on to tail light. So now we are going to start doing the tail lights. This takes a Torx bit and like so. Okay, that one's out just like that. And there's a little washer in there you want to try to save. Make sure that goes back on the screw like so. We'll come into this bottom one here. And again, pull that out. Instead of doing a cup holder, almost like a built-in workbench. Oh, these ones are easy peasy, baby. And we just got a plug back here. This just comes off just like that. And that is the old light. This truck's a little dirty. We'll come over here, unbox. What I like to do is just take a rag, and it's just kind of a Steve thing, but just kind of just wipe that out a little bit. Collects all kinds of dirt, grime, and it's kind of gross.
It's like a sandstorm coming out of there right now.
Uh-huh. It don't have to be perfect. It's not required, of course, but it's a Steve thing. Just try to just wipe this plug off a little bit. I already checked the inside of the plug to make sure it was clean. And again, we'll take this rag here and just kind of just go around the seams a little bit where the tail light meets the body. And it'll be dirty 30 seconds later, but it is a Steve thing. Okay, will you hand me that new tail light, please? Oh, that's pretty. Wow, that's very pretty, isn't it? All right, so real straightforward. Let's grab this plug here. And, that'll click in just like so. And then it's got two little tabs that get lined up in the body. Oops. We go right there and there. And that's it. And we just repeat the process. We take these little bolts here. I always like to try to start everything by hand, because there's no need to be forcing things. That's how things indeed get broke. This washer's giving me a bit of a fit here. Hang on a second. There we go. That's on there like so. And we'll put this top bolt in, maybe. Starts nicely by hand. Let's see, then we'll take and put it back in. I figured we'd do the easy part for last, I suppose.
Maybe you should have started with that.
Yeah, right. You know I'd never do things the easy way. Okay, now we'll go over to the other side and repeat the process. They think I should start educating, so here we are.
Have you ever changed headlights and taillights on this truck or this type of truck before?
Not on a Dodge, no. Not on a truck. I've done a bunch of the minivans and cars and Fords and stuff, but this is my first attempt on these. It's the style, I should say. You can see how grimy all that stuff is in there. It's kind of deplorable, actually. Try to get this clip out of here. That's right. I had my tongue sticking out for a minute.
They didn't see that because I'm down by your hands trying to see you get the thing apart.
GoPro, stop recording. Give me that little screwdriver, please. This side actually has the little safety
Can you
tab
move
in
your
it.
hand for a minute so we can see?
And there's a little tab right there, and you got to lift this up with a
Okay.
screwdriver. And it wasn't in the other side, so that tells me somebody has had that side apart for one reason or another. So we just gotta get this tab out of here. Come on now. And of course they oftentimes, like this one just did, will break and crumble because it's just original. Like I said, the truck is a 2005. We're working on it. There we go, it's coming. There. And that is the little tab that I was talking about. That's a factory thing to make sure they don't come unplugged. That just pulls out just like that. So we're gonna set this up here with the rest of the trash. Can you hand me that rag, please?
The rag is right here.
I got it, thank you. The same thing, we will just go ahead and wipe these edges off a little bit where it meets. Does not have to be perfect. Like I said, it's kind of a Steve thing. It's kind of cleaning out the headlight bezel, if you will, or tail light bezel, excuse me.
It's funny, while you're dusting that off, reminds me of when I played softball and dusting home plate off and then it just flying away. That's just kind of what it reminded me of.
That's funny. This plug looks pretty good. So we will go ahead and assemble the new one. Let's see. Do you have that new headlight or tail light?
There
Thank
you
you,
go.
ma'am. I feel like that game show host with the assistant. I can't remember his name right now, but is it Heidi?
Handing things or
Yeah, she was always assisting him on the game shows.
Vanna turns the letters
Vanna, yeah, maybe that's it. There,
on
see,
Wheel of Fortune.
and that pops in there just like that. This is kind of like Wheel of Fortune. This is like Wheel of Fortune. Will it work or will it not? So put this screw in the top hole again. Start by doing them hand tight. And we will put the bottom screw in here. Like so. We will grab our handy dandy driver and tighten this up. And these don't need to be crazy tight. Hand tight is all they need. You don't want to be stripping out the little clips and breaking the plastic. Then you've done all that work for nothing. Do a quick walk around with the lights on and we'll verify everything works. Let's check it out. Let's see here.
Yeah, they're on.